starts. Their depth is wild, and it'll be on display in just a moment.
Well, down where we are, we can hear them polling the crew, so it's about to have the start. And we get the shot of the drone from behind the starter. You'll see the flag go up. You'll see that that would look like maybe it was lane 4. Is that? Looks like one of the crews got a little bit caught with the crosswind and didn't quite keep their line leaving the stake boat. That can really slow you down. But they're back online now. Coxswains have the job not only of managing the race, but they've got to deal with the crosswind and every other situation that comes up. Looks like Brown's off to a good start.
Brown, Princeton, Dartmouth. We see the orange of Princeton on the left side of the screen. Then Dartmouth just next to them. Then Pennsylvania, the red shell of Cornell. As these crews come flying toward us. Great start for Brown, Dave.
Yeah, Brown really up there, as is Pennsylvania. Maybe both of those crews a deck up on Yale and Princeton, who are currently riding level in 3rd place. And then come Dartmouth, Cornell, and Navy. So that's pretty much the order at 500.
Fantastic. 7. Yeah, quick math there. Yeah, that's 7 boat field.
Yale settling in and just trying to match speed with Brown. As Yale and Brown out in front, they continue to pull away from the pack. Pennsylvania in 3rd, ahead of Princeton, Dartmouth and Cornell pretty much level. Navy trailing. A lot of action going on. It's still Brown by a couple of seats over Yale. Let's check the rating. Yale's rowing at 37. That's a good clip in this tailwind. Brown at 36. So Yale's a little bit higher. Brown has just about a seat, but it looks like Yale's trying to make some move on that particular lead.
Yeah, Yale with the move. Brown, clean blade work in this stage of the race, a sign of well-drilled, well-coached group. We do certainly see, I think, that spot on. Yale starting to make a bit of a push. Clearly, these two have been able to push back the rest of the field in this 5th Varsity 8 grand final race for medals. It's Brown still holding Yale, but Yale on the hunt.
Yeah, they're going pretty much the same speed. It's just that Brown has a little bit of a lead. Yale's kind of settled down to 35 strokes a minute.
And a beautiful shot here just of how tight those margins are becoming. Yale is moving inch by inch. We see them just starting to threaten Brown's lead. You can look at the bows and see that bow 0 just surging just ever so slightly, 1 stroke at a time ahead of Brown. Yale moving and continuing to move. Can Brown hold them off?
Well, this is going to be an interesting race. They've had very similar hull speed and both very skilled for a 5th Varsity 8. I'm going to say they look awfully good. They've gotten some open water over the field. And it may just be Yale moving up level with Brown now. And so it's Brown and Yale out in front of Princeton holding on to 3rd. Back in 4th is Pennsylvania. And then comes Dartmouth and Cornell still fighting each other level, and Navy another 1/3 of a length back of them. It's open water with Yale on the lead. Yale's taken a big 3rd 500 move. They've taken a couple of seats away from Brown, and they probably have a full 1/3 of a length at this point.
Oh, absolutely incredible to see Yale overhaul Brown in that crucial mid part of the race. Brown doing everything they can to stay with it, but it looks like Yale is keeping that momentum and surging.
Yale pushed their rating up a little bit, maybe a beat and a half for that little move that they made, and they really got some extra boat speed, and they were able to overhaul Brown and move through perhaps to a third of a length. We'll see if Brown has an answer at the end of this third 500. The race course is shortening up for sure. It's Yale still on the move. Yale has got the momentum, and it looks like now that they can smell the finish line, that they're continuing to push. What a push by Yale. They've gone in that third 500. They went a full boat length on Brown. They now have almost a length. They came from a little bit behind to just about a length ahead.
And keeping
Princeton still holding third, ahead of Pennsylvania by about a half a boat length. Pennsylvania in fourth, a full length up on Cornell. Cornell leading Navy now by just a third of a length, and Navy a half a boat length ahead of ahead of Dartmouth.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Keeping an eye on Princeton. Yeah, they see a couple of heads just looking to their right, looking over across the field. They won't be able to feel Brown and Yale, that battle happening just next to them because there's a little bit of water. But of course, they'll see it and they'll know that those two crews are out ahead. Yale now with a full length, if not open water advantage over Brown, continuing to open up that margin. Brown still maintaining contact, but just barely now as they surge toward the line.
Well, now we see why the coaches seated these two in the first two positions, because they have open water on the field with Princeton holding on to third place. It's going to be Yale across the line in first. So gold to Yale, silver to Brown, and bronze to Princeton. Then we have Pennsylvania coming across in fourth.